Hello, everybody. Welcome to Art Friends, where we are friends who like art. I am joined by my friends.
Opalia, but who are you?
Yeah, who are you, actually?
Wait, I think that was who
The
were you
opening
directing
literally
that question
goes,
to?
Hello, welcome to Art Friends, where we are friends who like art. I am, and today I'm joined by my friends, the other friends that say their names.
Oh,
You don't even know your
I'm-
own opening, shaking my SMH.
But Coda, actually, who are you?
you just said my name.
But who are you really?
Yes.
Like, we know your name. But who are you?
Well, I mean, I guess it all started back when I was about 5 years old.
Coda, no,
no.
it's not time for a side tangent. Like, hop, do it. Do it now. Do the roar.
Okay, can we not use that
Do the
intro?
roar.
Yeah, we can use that intro. We are using this intro. What are you talking about? Are you implying we never use... We discard material?
Are you
We
implying that we have to re-record an intro about 6 times per episode?
We never do that. We always just hit it right on the head.
Coda, do the roar.
I don't know what you want from me, Opalia.
Do the opening again, please, thanks. Okay.
I
What?
thought that opening was okay.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yay!
do
We're
the
gonna
roar.
use it.
See, Opalia, I had already done the roar. It just wasn't the roar you expected.
Well, no, I'm expecting a roar. You know exactly what roar I want.
What?
I don't.
Dude, you don't know Shrek?
I don't know how to do the ogre
Oh
roar.
my god. It seems like I'm
Do the roar.
way out of your league, huh?
Wait, did you want me to do the roar?
Yes.
Do the roar.
Yes, thank you.
Do the roar.
Yes. Okay, now, guys, what are we talking about today? Or what are we doing today, rather?
Oh yeah, we got a fun game. We got a really interesting
Yeah.
game. Well, it's less of a game, and it's more of a new thingy Coen came up with.
Hello.
To prompt discussion.
Yeah.
So, basically, here's the concept, right?
Yes.
We each have selected a artist and a piece of media, whether it be a show, a video game, a movie, so on and so forth. And what we're going to say is, what if this piece of media, let's say for example Star Wars, was made by Junji Ito? And then we basically just talk about, for however long, how much Star Wars would change, the implications of that, and just kind of explore what a horrific, body horror-filled Star Wars would look like.
I would love to see that.
I know. I am curious what Junji Ito sci-fi would look like, though. Alright, Opalia.
Coda.
Opalia. Would you like to go first?
Yes.
Alright, give us your piece of media and your artist.
Okay, the piece of media or show is Danny Phantom, because it's one of my childhood favorites. Made by Michael Dante Di Martino, Brian Konietzko, and Aaron Ias. Or to say it easily, the makers of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Uh-huh.
So what if Danny Phantom... Okay, so those things, well, it will change drastically, are actually more similar than, like, the example I gave, Star Wars and Junji Ito.
Yeah, that's true. They're both cartoon television shows.
And they're both very story-driven shows.
On Nickelodeon.
That are supernatural.
14s.
About a boy with special powers.
I mean, it does fit.
That has something to do with flying. They both glow blue in some way.
Confirmed, Danny Phantom is the Avatar.
Yeah, this was actually a thing all along. The Ghost Zone was actually just the spirit world from Avatar.
I mean,
And when he went to the Ghost Zone, he got his Avatar powers.
Danny
Yeah,
definitely would be an airbender, though.
What's that dude that's always trying to convince Danny to be his son?
Who, Vlad?
Yeah, I never watched Danny Phantom.
What?
I watched like a couple of episodes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
was
didn't
on
watch
TV.
Danny Phantom.
I'll watch it on an illegal streaming service eventually.
Yeah, I didn't even... Okay, so funny story. I wasn't allowed to watch Fairly Odd Parents.
I mean, that's probably one of the best things your parents ever did to you.
You know what the reason was, to quote my mother. It's too sarcastic.
It was too... Yeah.
Imagine the most sarcastic person I know next to me not being allowed to watch something sarcastic.
I feel like every time I use sarcasm, it's my way of rebelling.
Wow.
That's the least...
What are you, an edgy teen that listens to My Chemical Romance and watches The Umbrella Academy? Coda?
And likes to listen to SCPs or read them.
The thing is, when you put it like that, it sounds like I'm emo, but all those things are true.
And then comes Coda just
yeah,
being
that's why I said that.
No, you know what, guys? Coda is what I would describe as a dad. He is the least dad-like dad, but he is such a dad. Like,
He
I've
looks
actually-
like one too.
Okay, so you know how it's like a stereotype for dads to be like, get away from my daughter. I've had dads be like, dang, you'd be great for my daughter, and the daughter be like, you know.
Okay. Or do the dads say that to you?
Well,
I feel like
it's
they...
more implication than anything. It's not straight up, but it's enough. It's just it's flipping a stereotype on its head because of how much dad. I mean, I wear a flat cap.
he does. And he wears cargo
He does wear a
pants.
flat cap.
I can kind of imagine him even wearing socks and sandals.
Could I just grow a beard and you'll just have all the...
What
dad
if I could,
energy?
brother?
Coda.
You can't
Coda.
grow a beard? You
Not a
out of
good
all
one.
people can't grow a beard?
Not a good
Coda,
one.
dear.
That's disappointing, not gonna lie.
Coda.
Yes, Opalia.
Do you wear socks and sandals?
I did once for a cosplay.
Sure. Confirm Coda as a dad.
Sure. Cosplay. Cosplay.
I think I was a furry convention.
No. Let's move on to the actual subject at hand.
Yeah. We might want to do that, you know?
Okay,
So-
Danny Phantom in the world of Avatar.
Opalia, Danny Phantom by the creators of Avatar. When you chose this, did you have anything specific you thought would, like, anything you chose it for? Like, something you thought would be interesting?
Nope.
Well, okay. In that case, let's look at the main differences between... So, the makers of Avatar, actually, and we can also use the Dragon Prince as, like, a resource on this, because one of the head writers of Avatar, or the head writer, I believe, made the Dragon Prince.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, what...
Like,
What?
the thing is, I've watched The Last Airbender and I've watched The Dragon Prince, but I don't know that much about Danny Phantom yet.
I
So that's
don't know
fun.
much about Danny Phantom. I know
Like-
I've watched... Yeah, like you said, basically.
Like, the thing I think would immediately change is, in my mind at least, Danny Phantom sometimes goes into like a villain of the week story, or most of the time
Yeah.
is a villain of the week story. I feel like it would be immediately a lot more plot focused. Like, Avatar has a very nice balance between an overall plot happening while the story is still progressing, and I feel like Danny Phantom would lead more into that direction, which isn't inherently a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing that might happen. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I feel like Danny Phantom, like you said, and you can't really look at any of Butch's other shows because none of them are super plot heavy, are really plot heavy at all.
No, because this one wasn't written by Butch.
Oof.
Okay, so actually, Coen, I'm gonna have
Yes.
to change. I was gonna say mine is a piece of media, by the way. I was gonna say mine is a piece of media, but made by Butch Hartman. But because we already did a Butch thing, I'm gonna have to change it.
Too bad, bucko.
What did you want to
So-
talk about, Fairly Odd Parents?
Anyways, so I think
How dare
what
you!
would basically change.
You just ignored me again.
Wait, what was it? Wait, what'd you say?
Was your show originally from Butch Hartman?
No, my person was Butch Hartman.
Ah, ooh.
But I think like Coen said, what would immediately change is in Danny Phantom, it's the ratio of I guess it would be considered reoccurring villains, but like it's a plot. There's, Aang is like trying to stop this asteroid. He's constantly fighting against the Fire Nation. You're always hoping Zuko teams up with the gang, so on and so forth.
When will Uncle Iroh release the world-class tea company he always was meant to create?
He did that in the Ghost World.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
But I think you would immediately see half the villains in Danny Phantom immediately leave. They don't need to call in a ton of different villains.
I think there are some reoccurring villains like Vince? I'm bad with English names, okay? I only know the German ones.
But yeah, I think what you'd get is
Vladimir. What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you'd immediately get a reduction of a lot of villains, and
like you'd have
an
less
end
villains.
goal for Danny. Danny would have a goal. Because from what I can tell in Danny Phantom, Danny's just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna fight the bad. But like, in like all the Avatar writing, they're like, we need to do a thing. We need to get this here. We need to save this nation, whatever, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
I want to mention two things real quick. One, there's an episode, spoilers, question mark, but there's an episode in The Last Airbender where Aang's, actually these aren't spoilers, so I'll try not to spoil anything, where Aang is like in a school,
Mm-hmm. I know which one.
And he's disguised. So I feel like it would be something along the lines of that, mixed with the Danny Phantom high school hijinks. I haven't watched Danny Phantom at all, but I've heard it's a good representation of being a 14-year-old in high school.
Yeah. And do you think that if, like, the concept of Ghost Kid saves the day was given to the writers of Avatar, they would, like, stick it in, like, the medieval fantasy world type setting, just like Avatar and the Dragon Prince?
I feel like the
Wouldn't
pitch
call Avatar medieval, I would call it more steampunk.
Yeah, well, it's
I
just
guess.
fantasy. It's, like, no modern technology.
I feel like the pitch would include, let's say the pitch includes the modern day 14-year-old in high school aspect. Because it would be interesting to see how they pull that off. Like, they've mainly done fairly high
I
fantasy
think I know
stuff.
something. They, like, what I would think they would do is maybe, yes, his parents did that machine, and because of that they released Vladimir, who is like that main bad guy, who is trying to one specific day where some specific event happens, to take over the world and turns everybody into ghosts, so they could be one of his kind. So like he pretty much wants to make everything equal by turning everybody into the thing that he is. So it's pretty much a Thanos thing.
That's fun. Also, another thing I want to mention, back when I said I want to mention two things, is that I feel like the show would dwell, or at least talk more, about the fact that the villains are like dead humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in Avatar, they play with some hefty themes for a kids show,
Mm-hmm.
including death.
Yeah, death is just a normal topic.
So I feel like they would talk or like think more about, I don't know, the
the implications.
Yeah, the fact that the underwater themed ghost actually drowned, or that the high school locker kid probably died in a locker.
Like he just got
You
forgotten
know-
there actually and just died in there.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Maybe and maybe instead of like killing the ghosts or like getting rid of them, he tries to give them their last piece so they can like peacefully go.
Yeah, I feel like there would be something that's not just dead, like mindless action.
Mm-hmm.
There would be some kind of thing with these ghosts that he's trying to do, like bring peace to them or something.
Yeah. Nothing against violent, mindless action, by the way.
No, Pacific Rim's a great movie.
Yeah, you keep saying that. I say yes, I like hold a gun against Coda's head. Or whatever.
We're not talking about guns on this podcast. It's very Christian.
Yeah.
You guys use guns. You guys both use guns.
Not anymore.
You've used guns.
Because-
Coda uses guns.
Because they're
on a
fun.
daily basis. Coda brushes his teeth
With a gun.
with a rifle.
Yes, and sometimes when there's a thing stuck, he just toothpicks with a sniper.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No need to call you out
indeed.
like that. Yeah, I know.
Y'all don't need to call out my odd hygiene routine that only uses weapons.
Obviously.
Just like how I trim my toes with a wakizashi.
You're trimming your toes?
Yeah, exactly.
Ew.
I told you it was odd hygiene. Oh. I'm sorry, I shouldn't commit to that bit. I meant to say toenails.
Can't
But,
believe we got Coda to talk about toes on the podcast. What?
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 My cat stepped on my throat.
That makes you have noise.
What?
Out of all the things,
Your cat stepping on your throat made you make that. To me, I'm just picturing the same effect as a rubber chicken, where you squeeze it and it goes, ah!
honestly, yeah.
Jeez.
I can't Oh, jeez.
Are you alright?
How about you?
Well, on today's episode of Art Friends, Coda talks about toes, and Opalia becomes a rubber chicken.
This makes me so unbelievable happy.
This made me happy. That voice crack though.
So do we want to move on to the next one, or do we have more to say?
Well, here's the thing. These two are so similar in, like, just the base concept of, like, they're two show creators who make fantasy shows. The shows that they've made are very similar in just, like, from a bird's eye view standpoint. So it's very hard to get deep into the differences.
And we two of us haven't watched Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Oof.
So yay. That sure is a thing.
Okay, then let's move over to Coda's show.
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's last name, so you'll have to forgive me.
Cool.
But what if... I actually don't 100% know how to pronounce his first name.
Just send it in the
but
chat
what
and I
if-
can...
Alright. What if My Hero Academia was made by
Joan
Joan
Vasquez, the creator
Yes.
of Invader Zim.
Yes.
Shonen
What if
Vasquez.
the creator of Invader Zim created My Hero Academia?
It would be my
I had
anti-hero
Invader Zim in
academia.
mind too. God damn it! Now I have to. Think
Jeez,
of
we're
something
stealing
else.
all each other's concepts.
Now I have to think of something else, Coda. How do you feel? No,
See,
I had a few backup plans.
Now you
don't
know
worry.
how I feel. kind of one of the things where I was going with this was My Hero Academia has some edginess, like the character design. What's the guy with the blue flames who has like the stitches on his face? Like it has some edgy designs. However, I feel like if the creator of Invader Zim was on it, then that would get cranked up a notch because
Can I-
You know, I said a joke
he
when
doesn't have to censor
Coda.
himself.
I said a joke that I have to cut out now. It was like it would probably not be called My Hero Academia, but My Anti-Hero Academia.
Yeah, honestly. Also, I want to mention something real quick. The reason that Invader Zim is that safe, in quotation marks, is because it's still a kid show made on Nickelodeon, so he can't constrain himself. But Jonan Vasquez happens to be, happened to be a horror author, for the most
Yeah,
part.
he made his own comics, and
like
they're
Johnny
far,
the Homicidal Maniac, or something like that.
they're far more horrifying than Invader Zim.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting
So
how he was able to do
we're
that.
not talking about Invader Zim here. We're talking about
Yeah, but like,
him as
hear
a-
me out.
him
Hear
as
me
an
out. Hear me
artist.
out on this one.
All
So the horror artist who loves edgy stuff and crazy stuff gets a concept like everyone has a superpower, and everyone loves to costume up, and he
Right.
doesn't have to constrain himself because, as far as I know, My Hero Academia was a manga in the first place, so it didn't
yeah,
really
we'll just say it's
have
his own
much
manga.
constraints, you know. That was later adapted into an anime or whatever. But I think it would be straight up horror.
Yeah, I do too.
It would be about the horrors of living in a world where literally everyone has the power to kill someone else.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Exactly.
inherently.
And I think
Like, if someone
Not
like
with-
Bakugo would fight a villain, they wouldn't just be extremely...
Opalia,
Jesus
please get
Christ.
the cat away.
Yeah.
She wants to cuddle, what can I do? She's just sitting there and I'm not even
Throw
touching
her
her.
out the window! That's what I
Yeet
did
the
with-
cat.
Yeet the cat!
Dude. She scratched
But
my
what were you
sheet.
saying?
But some
I-
characters in My Hero already have the power to kill. So I think if Jordan Vasquez would be the one that would work on My Hero, he would probably just, as soon as a supervillain or like Deku breaks all his bones, Deku will have to recover for that without Recovery Girl being able to heal him much. If Bakugo
I don't think
explodes
that would
someone
happen.
from the inside, then that person is dead. I don't know, that's how I imagine it.
Yeah, I feel like the impact of like Bakugo's explosions would be a lot more realistic. Like if someone gets
I-
exploded, their eyeball is flying 10 feet from their head.
Exactly.
I feel like it would be a lot more violent and gruesome and more realistic in that way, but I don't think it would be any more consequence heavy. Because at the end of the day, it's still sort of, kind of a cartoon, and Jonan wants to keep torturing these characters, so in order for that to happen, they need to survive. So it would
Exactly.
be a lot of violence, but not
I feel like
too
he and I
much
would be
death.
great friends.
So
But yeah.
let's take this a step further and say he gets the pitch. It's a world, everyone's a superhero, and there's a kid who doesn't have a superpower yet. He's gifted one by the greatest hero.
Also,
in
can
the
I
world.
make an assumption?
Go ahead.
I feel like this story would be an allegory for guns in the US, where everyone has the inherent power or like ability to kill someone else on a whim, even though they're not supposed to. You know? I feel like that would be something. Like Invader Zim could be classified as like it isn't really anything heavy, but then again, I haven't seen it. So
Yeah, I don't think Invader
Never
Zim
mind
really
that.
has a message. I don't know if his
But I
other
feel
stuff
like-
does, but I don't think he's the type to put one in.
I do feel like he would. He's not too afraid to shy away from political stuff. And he's very edgy. He happens to
Oh,
be
he's
very
so edgy.
It's great.
Like, literally, in his art style, and he's just, like, edgy content.
Coda, how
Can we
are you
talk
not
about
an
how
emo
sick
kid?
the animation would look?
Imagine, like, anime-style fight scenes in the Zim style.
Hell yeah. Have you watched Enter the Florpus?
I have.
Well,
Have you watched it, Opalia?
No.
It's it starts off with an anime parody, like, out of the gate. So that's great. I am 12 years old. Anyhow.
And he looks like a JoJo's character.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
That's funny.
But Opalia,
But
what do
yeah.
you think? Like, if the pitch Kid gains superpowers in a Kid is born without superpowers in a superpowered world, but he gains one that's gifted to him by the greatest hero in the world, and that pitch was given to him. What do you think he would do with it?
I feel like he would definitely be an anti-hero that just likes to torture others.
Like Deku would be a really bad dude.
Yeah, I can
feel-
see that.
I can see that for sure.
Like, let me hear me on this. If we go back to the whole gun violence allegory, it's like your whole life you've lived under this constant pressure of literally everyone around you having some sort of ability to harm or kill you in any way, and you haven't, and then all of a sudden you get this strongest power out of all of them. Well,
oh yeah.
you know, I feel
And
like
imagine
he
that. I feel like he
would abuse it in
embrace,
a way or two.
Yeah, I feel like he would embrace the bullying aspect of Deku's childhood
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
make him like get beat up a bunch, and so he has like so much pent up rage when he finally gets the power to. And maybe he would even like turn on All Might. That would be interesting.
Maybe he
I
would
feel
just...
like it would just be a lot less feel good. Like My Hero
He would-
Academia is a very feel good.
Oh my god, cat! That was my belly!
Wowee. Opali's just getting assaulted.
Opalia's been constantly getting beaten up by her cat this entire episode.
Yeah.
Actually, Jordan Basket made my cat. Right, baby?
You sound like a.
Cool.
Oh.
Could you please stop covering my drawing tablet?
I think that would be cool. Like if Deku was
Yeah.
more of a Bakugo in a way.
No, he would be more
I
of
feel
a...
like he would...
what's his name?
Opalia, Sensei.
Give me the quack again. And last time I had to use the chick.
Do you not have
No.
it? Okay, I'll email you the quack again.
Quack. Quack. But I feel like Deku would cry a lot less and
Deku?
beat a whole
What?
lot more people
The
up.
amount he is crying, he's actually just laughing like a maniac.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So instead of
I
being
feel
like,
like
a
he would
crying...
be very psychopathic.
Exactly.
Yeah, Joe didn't really like psychopathic characters, so
I can
that's
tell.
great.
Yeah, I feel like the crying would be like a crazed crying, like a laugh so hard you're crying as he's torturing somebody.
It's like... I'm scaring my cat.
You sound like the Witch of the West.
Honestly.
Witch of the West?
Which-
But it was way too accurate, so help.
Cat. Could you please leave it? No, okay. Will you please go off my... That's a no.
Your cat is very talkative today.
Talkative?
Oh my gosh.
Talkative?
Yeah.
That's not talkative.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think so too.
See what I mean?
Interspecies communication right here, folks. We are witnessing history.
Are we witnessing history, Lux? Look at me rubbing your belly.
We need
I
to
think
do a
Opalia.
compilation.
I think Opalia and the cat did the fusion dance.
Honestly. Well, I guess there's two furries on the episode. on the podcast now.
Opalia morphed into her cat. Now she can't stop laughing. Oh no. It's a...
Honestly, no, I wouldn't want to morph with her. All those fleas, ew.
Opalia.
Coda.
I can't believe you didn't go Edward.
Dude! I will never.
I feel like this is the point
that would have
where-
broken my heart.
Also, I would have gone.
So
Go.
is this like two men, one dog, except the opposite? Two furries, one Coen.
Wasn't it 2.5 men?
Yeah, but two men, one dog is a company.
Well, in this case, you're the half-man Coen.
You are a werewolf. You are a furry at night.
Over the day, I stay in the closet.
You
so
straight up admitted that you're a furry, like throughout day and night. Well, we got
Alright,
it,
I'm
everyone.
leaving.
Cool.
Alright, but yeah, overall,
Yeah.
I think every character would be torn up, and he'd like really explore how horrible this world really is, that everyone has a superpower and some of them are way worse than other ones.
Yeah.
Like how unfair this world is, he'd explore a lot of that, and
It would still
it
be
wouldn't
hilarious.
be as feel good. Yeah,
throughout.
I would honestly read that. I think that'd be a really
Yeah.
cool story.
Yeah.
Like, boy raised without a superpower gets beat up a bunch.
Honestly, I would like
because
that even-
he has no superpower.
I would like that more
Finally
than
gains one.
my hero.
I kind of would too.
It's because you're edgy.
I don't know. It doesn't exist, so I can't tell. Really.
Well, just as a concept, and this once again goes back to me being emo boy. But
No, you're dead.
I do enjoy very dark, edgy shows.
Okay, so today, everyone, Coda's the dad. He's wearing his flat cap, he's wearing his shorts, he's wearing his cargo socks and everything.
My cargo socks. I have pockets on my socks.
Did I show you the cargo socks?
Wait, those are
No.
a thing?
They're
Have I
cargo
not
socks?
shown you guys the cargo socks?
You've not
I
shown
need
us the
those.
cargo socks.
For
You
scientific
guys haven't
research?
seen the... I'll show you guys the cargo socks later. They're the most important thing in character design, period.
I'm going to
But-
make a character. You can't stop me.
But I'm gonna finish the joke now. So today Coda's the dad, but tomorrow he's putting on his Invader Zim socks, his Black Parade jacket. He's putting his hair in front of one of his eyes so he can't see depth.
I
because-
will have to put on a wig because I do have like incredibly short hair.
He shaved it.
Yes, he will put on a wig and a
Wag.
wig. A wag. Yeah, and he'll put on some white gloves and then put them in red paint to look even more edgy. And he'll put on some black clothes and black shoes and everything with like a pink flower or whatever because he still likes the color pink. And then he'll like go to church and he'll like have really deep thoughts and profound opinions about the Bible or whatever, and everyone will be like, Coda, this is amazing, but why are you dressed like that? And then Coda will say, well, this is who I've been all along. And then he walks out and I don't know, Vampire Money plays on the speakers.
Wow, that was a beautiful tale, Coen.
Haha, tail, get
What a
it,
one-
because you're
it
a
was-
furry.
Nope, we're not going there. It was a wonderful story about a boy finding his true identity.
You
A
really
furry.
have to watch your words. We will use anything against you, Coda. Anything.
We're like the police, just worse.
The police just worse.
We can use the word against you.
What?
Isn't that a police saying?
That anything you say can be used against you
Yeah.
in court. Yes.
That's, yeah. We're just Worst cop, worst cop.
Worst cop, worst cop.
Bad cop, worst cop.
Worst cop, worst cop. Worst cop and worst cop.
What is he worse than? Nobody knows.
He's the worst because he just straight up kills the people he's supposed to investigate.
Could be me. That could also be a show I can imagine. Do you really have to do it now?
Bad Cop, Worst Cop.
Okay.
Bad Cop, Worst Cop? That'd be such a
I
fun
wanted
show.
to say that would be a
It'll
show that
be
John Basket would do, but then my cat was like, meh.
Alright. Coen. It's your turn.
Yes.
I'm still sort of thinking of mine. But she
Think
stole
faster.
away. My boy Jonan Vasquez.
I can't believe that Opalia stole from me Butch Hartman, and now
And
I'm
you stole
stolen from you
me,
Invader Zim.
Jonan Vasquez. How dare you? No, I can't.
I
have
stole
mine.
Jonan, and Opalia stole Butch.
No, I stole him first.
Now I can't.
Stole.
Now I can't do Edge. Now I can't do Edge.
You can do Edge, Edge, and Edgy.
Someone needs to make. Someone that was great. Someone needs to make an edit of like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, except they're all wearing like badly photoshopped edgy clothes.
Edge, Edge, and Edgy! That's such a funny joke!
And edgy.
Yeah, this old lady still got it.
This is the best. That was great.
And to think that's what they call each other. Yo, what's up, Edge? Hey,
Hey,
Ed.
Edgy.
Where's Edgy?
I'm definitely going to be edgy.
Edge, Edge, and Edge.
Also, I drew myself as a
Edge,
furry.
edge, and
Edge, Edge,
Like
and
the
edgy.
Opalia slash Lux fusion.
That's horrifying.
yeah. Jay,
Alright. Coen, what's
I was-
yours?
I was debating on my concept. Because, like, Coda's watched barely any of either of the shows. But I'm stealing you guys' idea of 2 TV shows. Again, I would like to think about Ben 10 if it were created by the makers of Evangelion.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe if Coda would have
Alright,
watched
so-
it more, he would now have to say more. Haha! Okay, we can continue.
I've actually watched all the Ben 10.
Well, I was talking about
You
Evangelion.
wait, what? You have?
I've watched all the Ben 10 there is to watch.
Have you?
But what about
Wait, what
Evangelion?
have
Yeah.
you watched?
Actually, no, I haven't watched the new reboot. But like
Have
I've
you
watched
wa-
like the live action movies, like I've watched all of it.
Coda, we both
Have
know
you
that
watched
you have.
the original series?
Yeah, I have.
Have you watched Alien Force?
Yes.
Have you watched Ultimate Alien?
Yep.
Have you watched Omniverse?
I did.
How are you not obsessed with it yet?
I was for years.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, I was so obsessed with it. I devoted years of my life to consuming every piece of Ben 10 media.
Now that I look at it,
I'm
it could
doing
also
that
just be
now.
my Beastars persona, I guess.
Where did that come from?
Beastars is great though. I know you guys are gonna tell
Furry.
me I'm a furry, but it's a really good show.
Also,
It sure is a good
guys,
But I'm at least not closeted like you.
Cool.
So, all right. So what if?
Wait, can you guys
Ben
still hear
10.
me?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Cool. Because my Discord's not responding.
No.
Yeah. So this is a more of a 2 shows rather than the show creator itself.
Yeah,
So-
because I don't remember who specifically made Evangelion, and I probably can't pronounce it either.
Yeah. I think so. Ben 10. I never watched Danny Phantom, but I think it's another case similar to Danny Phantom where there isn't a super clear.
Haven't you watched
plot.
all of it?
Well, I haven't watched Danny Phantom,
That's true.
but I think it's not a super clear plot, It is towards the end, but like especially in the original series, they're just kind of going around saving the day from alien stuff as plot slowly gets revealed. It's not like Avatar where you immediately get what's going to happen at the very start, or what should happen, I suppose.
So it's more of a mysterious show then.
Yeah, but it does. It's a villain of the week and that the whole not introducing the core idea of gotta stop the asteroid or whatever from the very beginning, and instead just having him goof off for a bit first is good for this type of show because it's a villain of the week type series. So, that being said, Evangelion is incredibly plot driven. Like,
and there he goes.
Yes.
There he comes back.
But
I sure do love it when my phone gives up on me halfway through doing a thing. That's my favorite thing.
Yes. So I think the first thing that would change is that it wouldn't be a villain of the week type concept. It would be a
mysterious villain that in the end of the story is going to get revealed, or more like to the end game of the story.
Maybe.
I mean,
something. It's hard to tell for sure, but it would be more
Coda.
plot driven than it is.
Coda.
Yes.
Evangelion kind of also does. They're actually fairly similar in that respect. They have like about the same amount of villains. Like Evangelion has the angels, and Ben 10 has a whole bunch of.
Yeah.
I feel like Coen is
suppose.
cutting out too much.
Cool. Thanks.
Not only that, Coen,
Appreciate it.
your audio is also very tunnel-y.
Yeah, that's because I'm not on the most optimal recording device.
Then we
It's
will
fine.
wait until you are, I
That's-
guess, because, you know.
No, it's fine because we're wrapping up soon.
Cool. Really?
Not
Okay.
not soon, but like, I'd give us another 20-minute stops.
I know, I just wanted to wait
Yeah.
until, like...
Oh, that
I now have more
explains it.
time.
It's connected to the damn Wi-Fi downstairs. That explains a whole lot why they did do that. I am very mad. Did you draw the have you have what? That's scary.
Did I draw what?
The have you have
Yeah,
less.
that's what I literally said.
Yeah, but it cut out for me because my phone was dying.
Oh.
I'm gonna try it again.
But anyways, so I think personally they would immediately expand on the psychology of boy gets superpowers more because Ben 10 was so.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Coen.
Hello. Now it works.
Yes. Ben
Bonjour.
10 was so oddly okay with just getting superpowers, and he was so good at not abusing his power. I feel like they would immediately give a more... I hate to say mentally unstable, but like...
Mentally
more,
unstable.
Yeah, more almost realistic mental state character.
I mean, I do feel like you're making it sound like Benton was just absolutely fine with being a superhero.
He
and
was
didn't do
he was
anything, but
more
they
than
actually...
normal human would be.
I mean, he still had some troubles in the beginning, I think.
He did.
I haven't watched Ben 10 in
really-
ages.
They delved into the thoughts behind it, and he was abusing it every time he could. It's just that in the beginning it had a 10-minute timer, and it would mistransform him all the time, so he didn't get the full use out of it. And later he was a bit more mature and thinking, I guess.
Right.
Hmm.
And that's just the character arc.
But I feel like he would be a lot more tragic
That's what I'm saying.
in the way of a 10-year. He wouldn't be mentally unstable, I think, but more just like Shinji. To me, he isn't particularly mentally unstable.
No, I'm saying
But
he's
he's not
normal.
okay.
It's
I
okay
would-
to... I would expect people to act like he does in that situation.
I would differ to your opinion.
Go ahead.
Whoa! That's not allowed on the internet.
Oh god, Kat, I love you, but you're heavy as hell. I think that Shinji is actually pretty unstable. Like, obviously not the psychotic type of unstable.
Yeah, and that's what I'm referring to. He's not, like, absolutely psychotic.
I know, but he definitely has some problems, dude.
That's true. And, like, I think it would definitely work more into the
Looks not
thing, into the expectations people have of this 10-year-old who constantly has to beat up people and who has to keep getting beaten up.
Yeah, I think he's mostly going to be very about it.
Yes. But Grandpa Max didn't reveal that he was... It's been years since I've seen it, but he didn't reveal that he was kind of a part of, like, alien stuff until later in the series, right?
Yes.
So if I was a 10-year-old boy, I'm thinking back to when I was 10, this mysterious watch jumped onto my wrist and transformed me into these mysterious creatures, and no one around me could explain why. They couldn't explain if I'm okay. And not only that, but on top of that, I now have this new power. That's a lot. That's like more than most adults could handle, much less a 10-year-old kid.
I mean, we sure know that 10-year-olds can be interesting.
Yeah, so I think, personally, if this was Evangelion, the creators of Evangelion made Ben 10, they would, just like they did in Evangelion, explore how much this would destroy Ben psychologically.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, not only the turning into a different life form with totally different anatomy and biology, but also just the fact that he constantly... Like, have you seen... Like, I'm thinking original Ben 10 and even later season. Like, have you seen how, like, conceptually horrifying some of these villains are?
Yeah.
From Ben 10.
Yeah, like, actually, one of... Do you guys remember... I don't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure it was, like, Casey or something. He's this bug dude who just swarms you with, like, an army of wasps. And later in the series, he straight up becomes genetically mutated and turns into a bug.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's horrendous.
Yeah.
Evangelion would make it probably even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the villains would be absolutely... Because, like, the angels are very scary villains as well.
I think they're beautiful.
They are beautiful, but they're also horrifying in concept.
Hater? No.
I mean, horrifying isn't bad. I do feel like they would play with cosmic horror stuff.
They would.
On the aliens department. And I think that would be super cool to see.
Yeah.
You know? Like, Vilgax might just be a straight-up Cthulhu ripoff. I don't know.
I mean...
Just a bit more straightforward, I guess.
Just in the sense of the design, with, like, the...
Yeah.
What you would call it? The tentacle face. Because Cthulhu is literally an ancient god.
Vilgax, yeah. That's his name.
But... Let's see. So yeah, I think they just dive way more into the psychology of it. And just really think about the repercussions of what it would be like if this 10-year-old boy, how traumatic that would be for him to find this watch.
Hella traumatic.
Yeah. You know what a thing would be? I think one of the characters that would be most interesting in this version of the show, like, he's interesting already in the original Ben 10, and Evangelion did this too.
Kevin?
To some extent. Yeah. I was about to mention him, because he's the guy that like, no matter how good you're gonna be, there's always gonna be who's always a notch better than you. So to have Ben 10 and then Kevin 11, you know, like, his name is literally Kevin 11, like, his last name's Levin and his middle name is Ethan. It's hilarious. But I think they would play with that a lot. Like, you have Asuka or Rei or the gay angel. Forgot his name.
The gay angel.
The gay angel.
That is his name, Coen. No.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I think.
But like,
Kevin,
I think that's
wasn't Kevin like
to
homeless? as a kid?
He was homeless.
So
Well, he destroyed his own home.
So I think
he had
Someone
they
parents,
would
some
once
temper
again
issues.
explore the psychological repercussions of growing up homeless with unexplained superpowers and then having a rival who you can never beat.
I feel like Kevin might be just in this version of the show. It might be just be the best main character father or like foil to ever exist, because it's like someone who is like always gonna be a notch better than you also happens to be the guy that's homeless and straight up psychotic. So are you worse than that? You know?
Exactly.
Something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be interesting.
And Ben's more OP than Kevin. Not whenever they first meet, if I recall correctly, but like especially in the later seasons.
Yeah.
Ben's way more OP. So that would be fun to explore
Yeah, but
Kevin's standpoint.
I'm still
as well.
thinking only original show. We can get into the later series later, but I'm thinking mainly original show here.
Yeah, but like it would also be fun to explore how that affects Kevin to have Ben
True.
always being better than him. And,
Imagine how horrifying Alien X would be in the Evangelion style Ben 10. That would, as soon as he transforms, it would be orchestral music and a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening. Just all sorts of things shifting around.
Yeah, I feel
somehow
like
ending up okay.
Alien X is already a really cool concept with like I forget exactly what it is, but I remember not being able to fully wrap my head around it as a kid, which means it's probably cool. And
Yeah, should I explain it?
if you'd like.
I might later, but for now it's not super.
Yeah, but
relevant,
I was just
so.
gonna say, I feel like Evangelion would take that a step farther and have some even more aliens besides Alien X that are like really existential concepts that are hard to actually fathom. Like perhaps an alien doesn't have a physical form and it just is.
That could be fun.
What about you, Opalia? Do you
Like
have any
even-
thoughts?
I don't really, because I haven't fully watched Evangelion. I'm still in the middle of it, and I don't remember.
I thought you said you watched it.
Yes, I have watched it. That doesn't mean I have fully watched it. If I say that I have fully watched it, I say I've finished it.
Oh, alright. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, but I can see how a Coen would be misled by that.
Yeah, I can see it myself. I'm not mad at you. Just hurt.
Just
I'm
disappointed.
just dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. I know you're dumb.
It's okay, Buttface. I'm not mad. Just disappointed. Art style wise, I think would the setting change at all? Because there's so much industrial design. Like the creators of Evangelion, you can tell that's what they love is like machines and moving parts. So I feel like they wouldn't be satisfied to just have the entire thing take place in like a normal modern day city.
Honestly, I feel like the art direction in these two shows is not that different at all.
No,
Like,
the
you-
way the
you say
Omnitrix
they
works
wouldn't-
is very similar to the way the machines work in
Yeah, but like, hear me out. You're saying that most of the show wouldn't take place in a normal suburban city.
Yes.
What's above the main Evangelion complex base? A normal Japanese city. Like, granted, not much of the plot happens there, but the fights
Well,
do.
not only that, but that
And
city
some-
also sinks underground. It's like a really cool
Yeah.
mechanical city.
And guess what? Guess what? The show also has like some sort of weird alien, you could say, underground city underneath all the normal stuff.
That's not till
Hey,
later,
hey.
though.
What?
Isn't that an Omniverse only?
It's also like it's in the future episodes of the classic series, but it's mainly an omniverse. Yeah,
Ah,
I love those future episodes. They're very fun.
yes.
But yeah, I feel like the art direction would strike somewhere in the middle. It would be a whole lot weirder. Like Ben 10 already has some very weird and cool art direction, but with Evangelion mixed in there and some straight up horror concepts, that would be fun.
Yeah,
Very
some like
fun.
psychological horror, some like really
Yeah.
hard to fathom alien concepts, and some I guess just more. I feel like there would be more kind of moving parts on the robots, for lack of a better word, not as organic looking robots. Like, what's the wheel one that looks like a xenomorph?
The who, the what now?
The wheel alien, the fast one that Ben 10 turns into.
Oh, cannonballs.
Is that what it's called? The one with like the xenomorph looking head?
Oh, wait, do you mean Accelerate? The blue kind of lizard-like blue skater wheels?
Yes,
Like
yes.
balls on his
That's
feet.
the boy.
He doesn't turn into a ball.
I didn't say he turned into a ball.
I thought you said
I
that.
said he looked like a xenomorph.
But you also said something with wheel.
He has
Anyhow,
wheels on his feet.
I thought you said turned into a wheel.
Oh no. But he I can picture him
Yeah.
like just looking more mechanical.
Ava-like?
Like you can picture I can see how the limbs would work differently. And it's just I feel like the designs would be a lot less organic.
Yeah, like Accelerate's a good example of this because Accelerate already has the moving faceplate he can put in front of his face when he's
Exactly.
gonna move fast. You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like it would indeed get a lot more moving parts. Yeah. And I think that the normal, like, organic looking aliens would just be a whole lot more horrendous. Like, Coda, are you at the part of the show yet where you somewhat see the Avas without the armor?
No.
Oh,
I'm at the part in the show where Shinji is having a full-on meltdown within
Isn't
the
that
Eva.
every part?
No, it's episode 10. It's episode 10
Honestly.
or 11 and stuff. Cat!
I'm at the part where I finished it, Dad.
I just never felt like watching it further as long as I'm not at work, because at work it was the most fun to watch.
Uh-huh. Also, Lux, please.
Cat! I swear to God. There, you got a kiss on your head. Are you happy now? That's a no.
Apparently not.
Coen, have you watched the Ben 10 live action movies?
He probably hated it.
Which one?
Have you watched the Ben 10 live action movies?
I've
Oh!
watched both. I've watched Alien Swarm, like, somewhat consciously, and I think I've seen Race Against Time, like, once.
Alien Swarm
But I
scared
don't
me so
remember.
bad as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just a car commercial.
Wait, which one is Alien Swarm? Okay, what is Alien Swarm?
Alien Swarm is a movie from, like, 2012, and they spent, like, most of the budget on car shots, and it's hilarious. See.
Alien Swarm's the
But
one
what
with like
is-
the tiny robots, right?
No,
The little
go away.
tiny ones
Yeah.
that like get inside people or whatever.
Ew.
Yeah,
That horrified me as a kid.
really.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I can see why, though. I can see why. What? Rubber chicken?
Hiccups, okay?
She stepped on your throat again.
No, I just had a hiccup. Jeez.
Anyways, I think that was fun. I think we can call it quits.
Yeah,
Well, not everybody
It was
can
somewhat
think like
awkward.
You, Coda.
because I'm not used to social interaction anymore. Because the last couple of days I've only been having social interaction
Fair.
in Dutch.
Ah.
But I think the reason why is because we didn't really know exactly what we wanted to do going into it. We just had like a base concept.
Yeah.
We didn't know what it was going to be like. But I think we have a
And
much
we
better
have-
We
idea.
also
of
had a
what it's
close
going to be.
schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we all haven't watched all of the shows we talked about.
So I think when we do this again,
Like-
it's going to be a lot better.
It'll
If we do
need
this
more
again,
preparation
like
next time.
like if you want to see this again, and make sure to give your fun concepts in the comments.
Yeah, give fun show mashup concepts, and we might use one.
Christian, better comment on this one. Did we accidentally make... Wait,
did we make something just to entice Popcross to watch our show again?
Did we?
Mayhaps.
We literally crossed pop culture, so I guess we did the pop cross.
I hate that.
Wait, no. His name makes so much sense.
You just get...
I just got that.
Did you not know that's why it was his name?
I didn't know.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was just a cool thing he came up with.
It's pop cross, as in pop culture and crossover.
I didn't get it.
As in... Well, you got it.
Coda
now.
got booted off the show now
Congratulations.
because he didn't realize.
Hey Coda, did you know we're called Art Friends because we're friends who like art?
Oh! Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. You see, I thought it was just like this silly term. Never mind. I won't get into it, but... It does make sense that that's why. Yes, I'm gonna hit us with an outro because I did the intro.
You hitting ain't fine.
Did you?
I did do the intro. Alright. So, thank you for listening so much. If you did, I suppose you did if you made it here. Leave a like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow, I think is what you do on Spotify. You can listen on all sorts of sites. We're on most places where you can listen to podcasts. Make sure to follow our Instagram and join our Discord. Link will be in the description and...
Guys?
Nope, it'll just be in the description of the YouTube video. Yes?
I actually found out that it's extremely hard to find our podcast on Spotify. So if you want to find us, you'll have to just follow our link, because apparently that's the only way you can find us.
Really?
There's a link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube to listen on Spotify.
I found us rather easily. I just typed in Art Friends on Spotify.
I also did that,
Yeah.
and I found like 800 different podcasts, but not Art Friends.
Oh, I got ours immediately.
Guess I'm
I
not
think it might be different because we're slowly gaining more viewers on it, so we're slowly getting up and up the list.
I mean,
But-
I was looking at it 2 days ago, so
Odd. Perhaps,
By the way,
since
guys.
you have free version of Spotify, cough cough, Art Friends is too good for it.
oof,
Wow.
I hate that.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
you
God, I
gotta
actually hated
pay.
that. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh my God. Anyways, guys, it was fun talking to you. I will have to leave this podcast now.
Alright, bye. Bye everyone listening. We
See
have
ya.
to leave as well.
Wait, do we?
Yes, Coen.
Not my
You
sunflower!
have to... What? Not the sunflower.